Hey guys, it's Quan. I'm back. Just wanting to talk to you today about a few different things, such as moving to Vegas, literally just how much you could possibly save, good locations, good neighborhoods to live in when you move to the Vegas metropolitan area. If you like what you see, subscribe down below. This video today is going to be kind of focused and geared towards the process of moving to Vegas. How much to possibly save. It's going to be different from everybody, but I'm just going to tell you from my perspective. Good locations and good neighborhoods to live in when you move to Las Vegas. But first, the process for me was untraditional. I literally moved here initially with my job. I transferred. I got here and I had roommates, and it just really wasn't for me. It was kind of tough. So what I did was I actually left Vegas. I was here for a few months, and what I did was I moved back to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I stacked some bread up, got my things straight, and just basically did some more research before I came out there to kind of know where I could move, where I could afford on my own. So after about a year, I actually packed my bags. I brought my family, and we came to Vegas. So you can move to Vegas with a family. It's not unheard of. And it's I know some people think it's kind of like not a great location for kids, but it's not ideal for most people. But it's definitely doable, and it's definitely just like any other city. Honestly, once you leave the Strip, you come out here, everybody is trying to get it just like anywhere else. So with that being said, I came out here a second time, and that time it was perfect, smooth transition. I transferred with my job again, and I moved to an area called the Lakes in Las Vegas. It's kind of it's right before you get to Summerlin, the area I was in, and it was perfect. Not too expensive. I was paying like $1,000 a month for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and like literally I could walk out neighborhood and walk up a little bit, and there were lakes, which is kind of cool in Las Vegas because we live in the desert, of course. But my advice to people is literally just do it. Have faith. Just don't really tell a whole bunch of people when you plan on doing it, because you have a lot of naysayers, unless you just have a strong group of people around you that's going to encourage you and push you to kind of do what you want to do. Because a lot of people weren't really positive when I said I'm moving to Vegas. They're like, dude, you moving, what you gonna do out there? Gamble. Which I totally hate when people say that, because it's a lot more to Vegas than just gambling. We do have casinos, but it's just like that's not the only thing that's here. So that's kind of annoying. But just do it. You can. I did it with a family. I feel like it's possible for anybody if I can do it. I'm not rich by any means. I'm a normal guy just like anybody else, and just have a plan. Have a goal. Have like a certain amount of money that you're putting back every month. And just have like a mean. To me, I feel like have a means of income when you come out here. Like, try to, at least. If you don't, just try to save back a really big egg of money, like a nest egg, and just try to have that safety net, so if you don't get a job as soon as possible, at least you can have some extra money and to hold you over until you get that job, because you can get a job here pretty fast. But that's my take on moving here. Second, I just wanted to elaborate on how much to possibly save. So like, when you move here, I would suggest you don't have to have 20,000 in the bank. You don't have to have 10,000 in the bank. It literally depends on you. If you know that you're not really loaded with bills, and you literally just kind of taking care of yourself, it's going to be different for you than somebody that has a full-fledged family that they got to take care of. So For me, I actually saved some thousands. I put some thousands back, and I already had a job before I even got here, so my income never stopped, and it was perfect. It was a smooth transition. But I would say put back, at least if you can put back five. If you can't, if you can only put back three, at least you have, some money. So when you get here, you can try to make some moves because it's fairly easy getting a job. But I wouldn't suggest coming here with that amount of money. But everybody's different and everybody's ambitious. Well, not ambitious. Everybody's different when it comes to ambition. Let me say it like that. So it's kind of like you might be able to go get it when this person can't. So I would suggest at least 5,000. 5,000. If you can't do that, like I said, it just depends on the person and what they're paying for. And try to find a place before you get here if you can do that, because it'll be a lot easier than probably getting a weekly and looking around when you get here. Because you can do anything online now. I did it online before I even got here. But if you can't, you can get here. We have weeklies all around Las Vegas. Stay in a weekly. Don't stay on a strip where it's going to be extremely expensive every night. I know it's cute. I know you want to stay there. I know you want to be all a part of the lights, but catch an Uber up there. You know what I'm saying? Catch a Lyft. Relax. Stay locally, and pay a lot cheaper at a weekly, and take your time and look. And if you don't want to commit, stay in that weekly. You can stay in that weekly for a long time frame. So, my take on saving money is just put back as much as you can and try to have a source of income when you get here, and also try to figure out where you're going to stay. Okay. And my last point would be good locations to live in Las Vegas. So living in Las Vegas, man, it's tons of options, dude. When I got here, I didn't know what to expect, because first I saw a lot of just open land, and I'm like, man, it's not much outside of the strip. But then, the deeper I started to get into different locations, I'm like, no, it's actually a lot of little tucked areas. If you're more of a family oriented and you don't want to be too much in the limelight, but you want to be able to get there, I'd say Henderson is pretty cool. They're not too expensive. Some things can get pricey down in Henderson, but it's kind of its own little area. They literally have better schools than the Las Vegas area. So I would say Henderson, which is a little bit out, it's not really far, is more so family oriented. It's really nice. And they even have their own mall, places to eat, things to do. They have casinos in Henderson, so it's like you don't really have to leave that area, honestly. If you want to go even further out, you can go to Boulder City, which I honestly wouldn't recommend. It's too far out for me. But if you literally want just your own tucked oasis away from the strip, Boulder City is cool for you. I don't know too much about Boulder City. I haven't spent much time there, but I've drove through there several times, and it's kind of a tucked little, western town. Literally looks like the Wild Wild West, man. When you get deeper, and you actually get in the city of Vegas, you have little areas like Summerlin. It's very nice. It's a little upscale. You're going to pay a little more to live in Summerlin. It's got its own downtown. They have casinos. It's very nice. I would suggest Summerlin if you have a family, or if you just, you can afford it. I would live in Summerlin. Also, where I live, the Lakes, it's right in between. It's not rich, but it's not. It's middle class, and it's very nice. It's affordable. I live there. I would definitely suggest the Lakes. It's beautiful. Like I said, there's actually lakes in that area. Another new and upcoming area is Blue Diamond. If you ride down Blue Diamond, it's a lot of developments being put over there. Right when you get off the highway, you have the Silverton. You just go straight down, and you can see all the places getting built up. Also, I would definitely suggest Centennial Hills. It's a little out, but it's a nice area. It's being built. Really nice homes. I can just say that it's fairly new, so you have that nice little, basically just bringing in a new area with that part of town because it hasn't been there that long. If you want to you don't have the means of income to afford, a place like Summerlin or, I don't know how expensive Blue Diamond is, but with it being that new, it probably might be a little expensive. But you can also look to East Las Vegas. I really wouldn't suggest it, but it's a starting place. It's not terrible. If you mind your business and you just do what you got to do, you'll be fine. But like that Nellis area, that Nellis stretch, if you even go up past Nellis up to Hollywood, it's not terrible up there. It's actually houses basically almost in the mountains. That area is okay. Like the Sunrise Manor, it's older, so it's not as nice, but it's okay. And a couple other areas, Spring Valley, areas like that, they're not bad at all. But that's my take on this video. I know I talked a lot.
Yeah, it's a smoke. Look at this chill. Look at the smoke. No. Yep. Yeah. Get your fine ass in that water, baby. Don't